vitamins.
Nice work. You chose indium titanium oxide, and it is correct. 1 angstrom is equals to. Well picked. 1010 mem is the correct answer. Scale modeling is used in. Good thinking. All of the above is the right answer. Which orbitals cannot exist? Valid point. Pardon is true. In computers, RAM stands for. Great thinking. Random access memory is the right choice. A substance with a H of 8 is a. Smart pick. Base is the correct choice. Which one is not the thermal energy? Correct. Bonding energy is the right answer. In rotaxenes, the linear motion is due to. Nicely done. All of the above is a solid answer. Linear motion in rotaxenes was observed by. Good job. Your answer Stoddart works well here. Prototypes invites active human interaction. Right again. User experience prototype is a valid answer. Molecule that can propel fluids when rotated. Perfect. Molecular propellers is the correct choice. Which of the following is a type of bonding dash? Strong choice. All of the above is the right answer. Which of the following is not an operating system? Smart move. Python is an accurate answer. How does transfer of heat energy happen in solids? Exactly. By means of phonon makes sense, and it is right choice. In computational chemistry, what does DEFT stand for? Solid response. Density functional theory is a valid choice. Identify the following element. 1C2 is just 2P6, C3 is 3P6, 4 is 2, 3D den. Well reasoned. Zinc is the correct choice. Bond lengths have traditionally been expressed in dash. Excellent. Angstrom picometer is a brilliant choice. What type bond is formed when atoms share electrons? Well done. Covalent is the right choice. Examples of mechanically interlocked molecular switches. Correct response. All of the above is the most accurate answer. A sample built to test a concept or process is called as. Bravo, prototype is the answer. The prototype which is used to verify key functionalities is. Great job. Proof of principle prototype is the accurate answer. Which of the following is part of bonded term in force field? Sharp thinking. Atom is the right choice. Deprotonation and reprotonation of rotaxanes is an example for. You're right. Acid-base controlled molecular shuttle is the correct answer. Which of the followings is not part of molecular kinetic energy? You got it? Your choice lateralational is right. Identify the element whose electron configurations is 2s22p4. Right choice. Oxygen is the best answer. Covalent bond which links carbohydrates to other molecule is called as. Clear logic. Your choice glycolytic linkage is sound and 100% true. A molecule that can be reversibly shifted between two or more stable states. Nice selection. Molecular switches is the correct and valid answer. What is the parameter that can be obtained only from computational chemistry? On track, transition state energy is the correct answer. A molecule capable of shuttling molecules or ions from one location to another. Excellent choice. Molecular shuttle is the right answer. In carbon dioxide, the number of lone pairs of electrons on carbon atom is. You chose Zo, and it is correct. What branch of chemistry uses computer science principles to solve chemical problems? Correct response. Computational chemistry is the most accurate answer. Molecules that are capable of directional rotary motion around a single or double bond. Excellent choice. Molecular motors is the right answer.
The energy of molecule A is 20 calmol and molecule B is 30 calmol. We can conclude that.
Correct. B is more stable is the right answer. A molecular component that produces mechanical output in response to specific stimuli. Right choice. Molecular machine is the best answer. The motion in which all the particles of body move through same distance in same time is called as. Well picked. Translational is the correct answer. The method in which first a so-called pseudotaxane is formed by threading the thread through the macrocycle. Bravo. Capping is the answer.
In molecular dynamics simulations, what is typically used to describe the interatomic forces and potential energy?
Right again. Force fields is a valid answer. Templated reaction involves a metal ion that positions two parts of the thread with bulky groups inside the macrocycle. Valid point. Active metal templated reaction is true. Compounds which are able to switch between electronic configurations when irradiated by light of a specific wavelength. Nicely done. Photochromic molecular switches is a solid answer. What two elements make up water? Solid response. Hydrogen and oxygen is a valid choice. Mechanically interlocked molecular architecture consisting of a dumbbell-shaped molecule, which is threaded through a macrocycle. Nice selection. Rotaxane is the correct and valid answer. The image shows the periodic grid for sodium. What is sodium's atomic mass? Smart pick. 23 is the correct choice. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Perfect. Contact Narayan Chengder is the correct choice.